Welcome. Welcome to your practice, wherever this practice finds you. Let's just take a little bit of time to explore and breathe and move and dive deep into some inner terrain to see what's here. So let's begin with our palms face up. Feel the breath expand between the ribs and the upper chest. And then open the mouth to let that breath go. And do that 2 more times and see if there's any part of you that responds to that fullness of breath and that opportunity to release and let go. And place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. A gentle inventory, curious mind to lean in to what has met you here, what inner qualities, sensations, or aspects of self have arrived. Not good, bad, right, or wrong. Just a noticing what is here with you, inside you. We can't always change our inner feels, but we can notice the way in which we relate. And so we offer our practice to welcoming the current reality that's flowing within and around us, whether it's reality that we've chosen, whether it feels free and spacious or stuck and stagnant. And we'll pay attention to the way in which we're meeting ourselves. And may our presence be generous. May we relate in a way that brings peace. So feel the lips curl up, even just a fraction, that gentle smile. And notice if the body responds to that expression. Bring the palms together. Keep the pinkies and the thumbs connected, and then open pointer, middle, and ring finger. Lotus mudra. Take a full breath in. Exhale, reach the hands up like an offering, giving something back. And then life through the fingertips, bend the elbows, drag the hands by the side. Palms together. Exhale, reach up, Lotus Mudra. Inhale, open, feel a widening beyond the borders of the skin. Your heart expands. 2 more like this. Feel your breath. Right, sitting back, bending the knees, planting the feet. The feet can come almost mat distance. And then push into the hands. Feel this like puffing up of the chest. The elbows sort of magnetize towards one another. Collarbones broaden as you inhale. Let the knees fall to the left side and press the right hip up. Yeah, through the center we go and over to the other side. You got it. Side to side, 2 more. Just feel how light you can let the ankles be. All of these places of holding that maybe for now can find a quality of softness, like from the inside out. The knees will fall all the way over to the left. Let the core lift you and then twist to the back of the mat. The palms press down. Elbows bend, soften the heart. Exhale. Inhale through the center, all the way over, knees lift. Drop to the right. Hands face the back of the mat, heart goes low. Exhale, rounds. 2 more times. See if you can stretch the edges of your breath as you move. And it's not about the shape of the postures, the ways that these postures unfold, but it's about who we are as we flow. So come back into that nurturing space that welcomes all that is alive inside of you. Hands and knees. Lift through the heart, lift through the crown of the head. Active child's pose, round back. Push into the hands. Inhale, wiggle forward, heart stays low, head goes high. Exhale, tuck the tailbone, round back. Notice what you feel at the back of the heart. 2 more like this, deep breath. Toes curl under, downward facing dog with a nice generous bend through the knees. Let the head go. And then have like a little play here. So maybe rounding forward, maybe dropping the heels to one side. Maybe pedaling out through the legs, but just ask your body in the way that it wants to move. So we break out of any habitual reactive movements and come into a deep listening. The subtlest sensations you can explore. 3 more breaths. Let the heels go high. Drop the heels to the left side. Bend the knees deeply. Maybe the knees bend so much that the right fingertips sort of reach up. The bum can sink to the back of the mat, and maybe the heart spirals wide. Maybe you just like sit down and take it easy and breathe and wiggle there. 1 breath. Maybe the hips stay high. Feel that pushing through the left fingertips. And then look to the top of the mat. Send your right fingertips to the back of the mat. And then help your right foot, yeesh, all the way up. Maybe help it get there. Yeah. And then from here, lower the back knee down. Step that left hand nice and wide. Peel open from the inside line of the body. Spiral the heart. Maybe the left knee gets a little bit heavier. With that left knee heavy, feel from the navel through the center of the heart some opening. And then take 3 very generous breaths. And they say, it's not what opens us, it's not the circumstances of life, however life is stirring, but get to know what is being opened. What quality of you is waking up in the face of the way that life is being expressed. The heart stays wide, so hold it all. Breathe in. Bring the right forearm to the inside of the right foot and sort of soften down. And then flow like that just for 2. Inhale, open. Ripple the heart. Soft through the inside of the shoulders. Exhale. Elbow comes low. 1 more. Good. Open, open, open. Plant the sole of the right foot if it's lifted. Bring the right hand to the outer edge of the right foot. Lift the back knee and come into a pyramid pose, and you can sort of rock forwards and backwards a few times. Good. And then from there, sink the weight back, shorten your stance. So step the left foot up a little bit. Shorten your stance and then sink the weight back so you can push into the left heel. And then roll and round all the way up. Feel both big toes pushing down. Again, a shorter stance so that you can sort of lean back. As you lean back, bend the left knee and then make like a pyramid with your fingertips, thumbs and pointer fingers connected. Reach the hands high. Feel the shoulder blades plug in. Flex the front toes and feel this sort of energetic massage through the front lines of your body. So go like this, breathe in, something opens. Breathe out, fingers point down and wash that through. Keep the tailbone pressing back as the heart pulls forward. 2 more like that. Let the breath have more of your attention. To create space for that remembering that you do not just have a life, but you are life itself. This expression of things coming alive. They need you as a vessel to flow. There's beauty there. Okay, release the hands, step the back foot to meet the front foot, forward fold, Uttanasana. Step the feet wide, heels turn in, toes turn out, Malasana, play, and the wiggle. So maybe the hands reach forwards, maybe you can lift the opposite heel. Maybe the palms face up and the head goes heavy. Send and sort of usher the breath low and into the belly, just for 2. Push down into the feet. Feel the tailbone lift. Heel toe the feet back through the center. Push into the right foot and then lengthen the left leg back. Keep the left leg lifted. Push more into the right foot and then maybe the fingertips float up. Maybe you sort of play just for 1 breath with that floating of the back leg. And then reach back so much that the toes land. Soften through that heel, left heel, warrior 2. And then from here, working again with that balance, just to feel the natural calibration of your midline, the way that there's something inside always looking to bring you back to center. So the option is to play with reversing your warrior, sending it back, and then coming into Trikonasana. If you want to explore further, you can send it back. And you can maybe explore Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Right fingertips will soften onto the ground, onto a block, or maybe float. But then go between those 2 and find a steadiness. So there's no rush to find the ground. Reverse. Notice your breath as you play. Okay, reach wherever you are. Feel both hands land. Push into the hands, 3-legged downward dog. Float that right leg up and back, bend the knee, open the hip. If there's any variation here, maybe even child's pose, if that fits. Good, 2 more breaths. Let's re-squeeze the right knee forward, pigeon pose. Soften the shin, soften the knee. Fingertips wide. We'll keep this active. So feel like as you breathe in, you're breathing in from the base of the pelvis. And that line of prana is drawing all the way up from the navel to the heart, through the crown of the head. Again, search yourself here or underneath any reaction to the ways that life is flowing. Search yourself for what is underneath the first reaction. To what qualities are waiting patiently for some of your attention. What parts of you are waiting to be remembered? Good. Hands land, push into the hands, curl the back toes under. Maybe the low belly draws to the back body, downward facing dog. Ripple forward, inhale. Bend the knees, lift the tailbone, slide back. Again, have a little wiggle and a play. Maybe if that means finding your upward facing dog, you can take that, or you can rock side to side. But explore the ways in which joy would have you move, or a playfulness would have you move. And then let's meet somehow with the right heels, or the heels dropping to the right side. Maybe the knees bend a lot and the hips sink low. And then the left fingertips can kind of pick up a little bit, maybe. Some of you might just sit down and breathe. Push into the right hand. Feel the heart nice and wide, and then somehow help that left foot all the way to the top of the mat. You can even reach the right fingertips back, and then as lightly as you can, step up. Okay, back knee softens down, spiral heart wide, heart open, and then let gravity sort of drink up your hips. So don't put the brakes on, but with that exhalation, maybe even silently say soften, soften. So any hard edges built up around those sweet and tender places of you, any hard edges, maybe have an opportunity to shift or move. Inhale, heart wide. Exhale, left forearm to the inside of the left foot. Feel the heart magnetize forward and then down. Inhale, ripple open. Exhale, down we go. 2 like this. Good. Hands land. Wiggle that front foot over a little bit closer to the center. Lift through the back knee, pyramid pose. Maybe step the back foot up a touch. Maybe you can feel some length through the spine. Maybe there's a lot of sensation. And instead of changing the sensation, just notice the way in which you're willing to engage, to feel, and to welcome what's here. Nothing to change or fix. Certainly nothing to fight. Okay, wiggle your back foot a lot closer. Shift the weight back so you can bend the back knee. Flex the front toes, push down, and feel that rebounding effect rise, rise, rise up. Make that diamond shape, thumbs connected, pointer fingers connected. Feel some balance. Flex through the front toes, breathe in, heart wide. Palms face down. And some massage. All of these qualities of self that we can't see, yet are profoundly life-giving. Just like the breath, just like our intention, just like the vast nature of your heart. Reach and rise. Fold forward, bow down, humbly bowing to whatever is arising. Halfway lift. Let's ripple through the spine, just halfway. And breathe out the mouth, fold, exhale. Halfway, inhale, feel the tailbone tuck, super heavy. Exhale through mouth. One more like that, breathe in. Drawing something up through the feet. Pouring it out through the crown of the head, breathe out. Good, bending enough so the fingertips can land. Push into the left foot, right leg floats back. Maybe you can play here, lifting through the fingertips. Maybe the palms or the hands reach forwards. Maybe the palms at the heart. And then slow motion so that you can feel this ground receiving you. The right leg lengthens back, back, back. And then the toes land with like an exhale. Warrior two. Back heel drops. You can sink into that a little bit. Fingertips reach. And then find what feels right. So maybe send it back. Maybe explore Trikonasana. Maybe there's a balance waiting for you. Half moon if you wish. And as you flow, you might explore suspending the breath. So feeling the pause between the in and out breath. Exhale, both hands land. Push into the hands, lifting through the left leg all the way up and back. Maybe bend the knee, maybe shake out the head, and continue to arrive right where you are. The inhalation will help you. Inhale fully, feel side body. Exhale, feel left knee draw forward, Kapotasana, lower the shin. And if this doesn't work for you, you can find some hip opener that feels supported and grounded. Okay, maybe fingertips wide. And first meet yourself with a breath. And then you can let the spine engage with this posture. And that you're speaking to what you feel with this language of your breath. That there's no sensation to run from, hide from, avoid, or numb. But an investigation through a gentle and curious mind. Okay, and then from here, one more time, fingers spread wide, curl the toes under, lifting through the hips, downward facing dog, stretch back. Inhale through nose, flutter out the lips, exhale, go. Inhale through nose, flutter out the lips. One more like that. And then feel your knees at the same time. Find the mat. Sit the hips onto the heels. Palms together at the heart, lotus mudra. Now, whatever parts of you are here alive, whatever parts of you feel stagnant, to let it all be welcomed, to trust the day ahead, to find that graciousness that gives thanks with appreciation for the ways in which life is asking you to grow. So we offer it all up, 3 more rounds of breath. As you exhale, reach the hands high from the heart. Drag the hands back, exhale. Palms together, reach up, just breathe and allow. And welcome yourself as whole. And sealing this with the palms together, thumbs resting against the hearts. Tuck the chin, take the time just for 2 breaths to seal your practice in a way that feels right. For you, an intention, a prayer, the words thank you. 2 breaths to seal your effort, your care. Bless. May the efforts of this practice go far beyond this time and space in which we've gathered. Thank you for being here.